HOK is the toughest environment. Enter at your own risk. The HOK is the toughest environment. Enter at your own risk.
Yo, I grew up where the air hung heavy and thick. Every corner a battlefield. Gotta be quick, street light, neon sound. In the toughest environment, feet on the ground. I talk fluent in the silent language that the broken walls speak. This is a fortress of steel when iPad speaks. No escape from HOK, this is real. Before you come in here, you better know the deal.
Carry the whole block's weight in my soul. Born from the cinder block, ashes, people are cool. The toughest environment is me. Built from the concrete, the toughest environment is sa.neter. When you step into the Colosseum, we gon' see 'em. The ancient of the days, artifact in the museum, yeah.
Enter at your own risk. Don't be like a little bitch.
Oh mama, enter at your own risk.
Don't be like a little bitch.
Yeah, this way it goes down, down, down. Try to win, you gotta have tough skin.
The concrete freeze like ice. Israelites cold-blooded, think twice, The air cuts like a scalpel. Survival ain't a choice, it's a physical grapple. Where the street lights blink, judgment in the shadows hold a price. Grew callous over fear, paid my dues in pure sacrifice.
Shout out to all those that support this shadow. Special days to you. Without you there is no me.
Check.
Alright,
we're gonna do a nice little interview real quick and get to know who we're talking to. Alright, we are always excited when black women come on our panel with information so we can learn a little more. Alright, so I would like to ask you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your family, your education, and your career in studies?
Okay, so I have a very regular story. I come from a married mother and father. Father's from Brooklyn, mother from Midtown Manhattan. I basically grew up in Harlem, all over. Like we was talking about earlier, I'm second generation. So my grandparents come from the South. Tennessee, New Orleans, Detroit, all of these different places. My education, to be honest, I went to TCI across the street from the post office in Times Square for accounting. As far as my employment, I've always worked in the community, not in the way of consciously the way, a lot of you did, but I've worked in, right now I work in foster care. I've worked for Food for New York, especially during the pandemic. That's when I really got into my community. I've worked in shelters. I've worked in housing, finding people in rehab places to live. Like, I've always been engulfed in my community, even without the information that I know now.
As a woman, how do you see the world as it relates to women today?
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to start with American Black women. And please be clear, I'm always only talking about Black people. I feel like as American Black people, Black women, we have a beacon on us. We have a telescope, like a light shining on us. And it works in two different ways. The fact that everybody is constantly looking, everybody is constantly criticizing, but also everybody's constantly learning from us. And I feel like as Black women, we really do set the tempo for socialism, for revolution, for all of these things. So I just see, I see the leadership that Black women possess. And I also see what we're capable of under the right guise. And not saying that I'm the one who has the instructions for all Black women, but I see what we could accomplish as a community all together with our Black men. And that's just like politically, economically. Like, if we could stop arguing over who washing the dishes, the spending power that Black people have, we need to be putting this money towards initiatives to building up after school programs, boys and girls communities. Like, that's what we need to be doing. And that's what my agenda is for.
Okay. What should women in their lives be most concerned with about families, relationships, economics, safety, and equality?
Okay, so we need to be concerned about all of those things interchangeably. Your relationships, we are community-based people. You should be cultivating relationships with other people. Romantically, I feel like I really don't like talking about romantic relationships, because I feel like as adults, if you are doing your due diligence to work on yourself, you and the next person can come to a conclusion of what your relationship should look like. I don't think it should be a continuous conversation with a bunch of people about what every household should look like. That's between the two grown folks in there. Economically, like I said before, I know a lot of great movements, like Growing Griot is a great movement that's out there that's trying to build up St. Louis. New York City, I want to work on an initiative to do an archaeological dig in Central Park, because we know the history of Central Park. See get some of our artifacts from there. Things like that I want to do with my community. Like really getting into like building our own museums, like and something that can't be taken away from us because a president has been elected.
Right. Who are the many women that are your sheroes, or who you resonate with most? Okay,
so my auntie Ida B. Wells, and please, I call everybody my auntie, because these are my ancestors. Ida B. Wells, Audre Lorde, my auntie Maya Angelou, Shirley Chisholm, Alice Walker, Bea Richards, the list goes on, the amazing Purvis family, right? Just so many women that came before me that was a part of and not a part of the feminist movement that was actually very instrumental in my life. And not just women, men too. Frederick Douglass. Sure, I know how people feel about Barack Obama, but like, he did that. So like, even him, just Umar Johnson, like, I can't lie about the man who brought me to the table. Like you, I'm humbled that you want to do this with me, right? Just so many different people have really shaped not who I am in all the way, but definitely how I think moving forward.
Beautiful. What do you think of your heritage? What do you consider yourself, African American, Black American, Indigenous, or other?
So, I'm a Black person. Okay, I'm Black because Black is a diaspora. You could be Black from South America, Black from Africa, Black from Australia. So I'm a Black person. I am an African American person because I connect my ancestry back to Africa. I'm pretty damn sure I have indigenous African roots. I have indigenous American roots. I have Scottish roots. I have Irish roots. You know, I'm a mixed person because I live in 2026 after a whole lot of mixed history has happened. So with that being said, I identify myself as a person from all over the world, really. The entire Black diaspora.
Blackberry?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm good.
This is sparkling.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you. Very good manners, by the way. So I consider myself a daughter of the world. I am a daughter of that first migration coming out. Like I pretend my roots go all the way back then. Like you can't tell me nothing different.
So you don't think you got Native American in your family?
No, I do. I said that. Yeah, I do.
I missed it because I had to.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll just repeat that real quick. Like, yes, I do consider myself an indigenous American. I consider myself a mixed person because I am a person whose, DNA goes all the way back to, or at least my mitochondrial DNA. Okay, I trace that all the way back to my first migration out of Africa. So I'm very mixed. That's how I feel.
Do you have a religion? How significant you feel that religion is?
So, no, I don't have a religion. Yes, I have a spiritual based system that I take from different cultures. I'm not married to anything. So you can hear me talking about Issa. Yeah, I'm a daughter of Issa. I'm a daughter of Kali. I'm a daughter of the Corn Mother. I'm a daughter of the Aboriginal Australia. I'm a daughter of all of those, right? Mm-hmm. I like to live my life by the laws of wisdom. I like to live my life by the Hermetic principles. Masculine, feminine energy. I talk a lot about attributes. And when I'm talking about those things, that is my spirituality. That's how I base my moral code on what I'm faced with at the time and what energy is needed for that time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily do all that other stuff. Now, is religion important? Once upon a time, it was. Once upon a time it was. It created unity through people. We can see it right now with the unity it creates. But the problem with religion is that it's not, the religion that we do is not historically African. And what it does is separate us based on gang, right? And
now, so what do you mean by gang?
When I hear the Israelites, when I hear the Muslims, when I hear the Kemetic people, when I hear all of these, it sounds like gangs. It does.
I know what you're saying.
Like, it sounds like gangs. And I just want all of y'all to be gang black first. Like, do whatever y'all want to do on the outside, but just remember that being black comes first, because what these religions has done is came in and, conquered our people. And I can respect that in that conquering throughout these generations, y'all have found a way to be your own people within that. And I respect that. But at the same time, remember that it is made to divide you. So if your scripture or your, hymns or whatever it is you want to call it brings you to a division with a black person, think about it a little bit harder.
Do you see religion as a personal or community matter?
Personal. I think that your religion should be personal. I think your spirituality should be personal. I think your blackness should be community.
That's the way it started out. When we was growing up, it was a personal thing. Mm-hmm. But once the Hebrew Israelites got a hold of it, they tried to make everybody a Hebrew Israelite. Mm-hmm, and that's where the debate and all that started happening.
Yeah.
They used to say, you're a Hebrew.
Yeah, the 12 tribes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How much does religion affect your life versus family, relationships, children, economic, and jobs?
It doesn't, because my spirituality is personal. So I don't necessarily have those conversations with everybody. Even with my bestie, like, we don't talk about religion. Like, because we're both on the same kick of whatever religion you are, that's what you are. Once it starts, as long as you're not trying to impede on me, the conversation should be peaceful. Ain't religion supposed to be about peace?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. But what does reality say? It's been about war for how many years?
Exactly. Be black first.
This war right now that's going on is about religion.
Yeah, go to war for black. Because you know who else is out there? They cutting up DEI programs. Go to war for black.
Right. How significant is the history of black women and history of the United States of America?
Oh, very significant. Black women is the heartbeat of all of these revolutionary movements. We are the pulse. We are all of that. And I just believe that it's not enough being taught about it. Like, if you think that you didn't learn nothing in public school about Black people, you damn sure ain't learned nothing about women, Black women. Like, you learn a white history. And that's the main thing that I argue against when I'm having these conversations. The fact that this feminist movement is looked through white women's eyes. The fact that people even think that it starts with white women is just disrespectful to all the women of color. I'm not even going to just say Black women, women of color, white women in Europe. Like, there's all types of feminist movements out there, but we're going to leave that alone.
Okay, all right. Now, do you feel left out in any way? Like, maybe you're a fourth in position of the system, the way the system is. You know how they go, white man,
yes,
white woman, Black man, Black woman.
Okay, so
down the line, and y'all should be a little higher than where you at right now.
Right. So that's a little bit of a two-part answer. On the grand scheme of things, absolutely. When it comes to how I see politics running, I absolutely see Black women at the bottom of the totem pole. And that is no disrespect to my sisters, because like their intelligence is at the top of the totem pole. And that's what makes it hard to watch. To watch Black women, as intelligent as they are, be ignored, and to be overtalked, and to be just dismissed in their ideas. But in my everyday life, man, listen, we're the best thing smoking. You can't tell us nothing. We out here getting educated. We out here building businesses. We out here entrepreneuring. Like, man, Black girls rock. Like, that's just what it is.
What is a feminist?
So a feminist is a person that believes in the equal opportunity, equal political standing of women in a government system. That's the definition that I go by.
Are you a feminist?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. In general speaking, to us, what is important to mature women?
What's important to mature women? I'm still learning. So just to be in a space of still learning, to be in a space to hear sisters younger than us, our little sisters, to be in a space to understand, our men, to even hear what they had to say. And also to be in your knowledge enough to know when somebody playing in your face. That's where I think that being a mature woman, mature person is about. Doing your due diligence so you know what you're hearing is in fact a message for you. And, to not be in a place to be fooled. I think as a mature, if you're claiming maturity, there's certain things that you shouldn't be fooled by. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I think the gender wars, when it comes to relationships, I think those are one of the spaces that both Black men and Black women have been fooled by to create more harm than good.
According to your understanding, what is the difference between white women and Black women, women in various economic levels, or poor, middle class, and influential? Okay,
so white women have the privilege of being in a system that caters to them. A lot of the reason why Black women are perceived the way that they are is because we were constantly compared to white women. The fact that me as a dark-skinned woman wasn't perceived as a woman for so much in my history, going through slavery, going through Jim Crow, not being able to be a white woman, which is literally the epitome of what feminine energy was back then. So it automatically put Black women on the opposite spectrum. And we're still living in that, space today, like where people automatically assume I'm angry or something like that. Like I got to go around smiling all day to make you comfortable. So it's just not Black women don't have a space to just be in their emotions. Like we have to constantly be the bigger person. And that's heavy. Like sometimes you gotta scream. Sometimes you gotta be a Kali and cut somebody's head off. Sometimes you gotta be a Sakmet because it's like Nzinga wouldn't be able to be in this generation. Like the way I perceive Queen Nzinga as a leader, as a warrior, the way I hear people talk about what womanhood today is just completely opposite of what I see what real womanhood is. And it is because we're still trying to figure it out because, Europeans done messed us all up in our head.
Right. Since you've been on YouTube lately, have you noticed anything? Do you think Black men show more emotions now than women? They get more emotional than the women do?
Yeah, to be frank, yes. But to be fair, I will say that women have a long history of being told what to do about our emotions, right? So we're kind of trained to be that way. Our brain is also like parts of our brain works in that way. And this society isn't set up for training men how to be a balanced individual. I think that the school systems don't necessarily cater to boys growing up. That's why the school to prison pipeline is still such a big deal. I think the community is not set up for boys to really express themselves the way that we raise our boys. And then I feel like men's spaces aren't as prominent as it needs to be in a real way and not in the red pill way.
Mm-hmm. In your bracket, who are you closest to? White, middle class, influential classes?
No. And I know the brother gonna be mad about it again, but like I am a girl from the hood. Like I am closest to the Trinas of the world, the Little Kims of the world. And then with a mix of Audre Lorde and Maria Angelou, like I'm really like from here. Like growing up, going to the parades, being in the staircases, as me and my bestie was just talking about like being in the staircases in the beginning of the Smack DVD era. Like I'm in here. So when I'm just a girl of the culture, a girl that really grew up in going through New York City life in late 90s, early 2000s. I travel, like I've been places, I've seen things, and I'm just really like, I'm more like the regular degular girl than y'all think. Like, I'm just one that read articles and PDFs. That's all. That's the only difference.
Have you ever known any white women who have supported Black women?
Yes, I have. So
how have white women supported Black women?
So I think that's a mixed answer because I have known white women to try. I have seen white women try. But, growing up in America, if you graduated out of high school, a public high school in America, a regular school, you racist. That's just how I feel. right? That's the educational system that they pump out. That's how they teach us. So you are going to be racist in one shape or form. Either you are in self-hatred, you got to learn out of that, my black people, or you are a white person, you got to learn out of that. Mm-hmm. So yes, white women have absolutely tried with me.
What aspects can white women understand the black women experience?
The first aspect of the white women, I think that they need to learn is, and these are just the white women that I know, so all white women, please chill out if I don't know you. Listen, it's not about you. And if you don't understand, ask questions first. Don't have an opinion until your at least 10th visit with me. Okay? I need you to intake all of this black information before you really come to a conclusion of whatever it is you're going to go with. Because you're not going to get all of the conversation within one conversation, within two conversations. You're not going to get it. So just be mindful that you need to learn. Be mindful.
What crimes have white women specifically been a part of the black family? For an example, the role of the white woman in Emmett Till, the role of the white woman dealing with Black Wall Street and the riots.
All of them. I'm gonna try not to curse, but please forgive me if I do. All of them. White women who excluded the black women in the Me Too movement, and white women that excluded black women in the suffrage movement, the ones that tried to tell Ida B. Wells to get to the back of the line, and my lady said hell nah and went right to the front. Those women. Every white woman that went along with, slavery, every white woman that went along with Jim Crow, every white woman that went along with, vote, even the good white women that didn't pick either side. Y'all problem too. Like the list could go on. Like only white women that I feel as though is cool is the ones who tried.
Right.
That's it. Y'all good with me.
What do you think of interracial marriages in general?
Okay, so interracial marriages. As a politic, I think that interracial marriages are being pushed on the black community through Hollywood, through, basically through Hollywood, through the music industry, through everything that has to do with media. I think that it is a new age form of eugenics, where they're trying to lighten the race. And I know there's a Spanish word for it too, right? So I think that that's what they're doing with us through the media. My heart of hearts wants me to tell people to love who you love. But like my politics, my pro-blackness is telling y'all, yo, it's an agenda out there. So is it really about who you love? Or are we really trying to build this community? And I think that every black person has that, question that they need to ask themselves. And if you do marry outside of your, your race, put in your will that some of your money is going to the black community. I'm tired of y'all leaving y'all money to these white women. That's the only problem I would have.
Good point. We know you have a debate coming up with a man by the name of King J. Right off the bat, as being a woman and he is a man, what might he be missing?
The entire history of black women. I think that his figures is going crazy right now with the Google. But I think that what he's going to miss, because he's looking at it through an overview, just trying to defeat me, he's going to miss all of the nuances. He's going to miss all of, the intersectionalities that I'm going to be able to catch because I live and breathe black women. So there's so much things that he's not going to understand because this is not a passion for him. This is him proving a point.
Right, I feel you. And in our household, in your opinion, who should lead or better, and what role should each lead be?
Okay, so in the household, I think we need to go back to our African roots and understand that we are partners. Understand that we live cohesively together. And in all reality, that's what a lot of y'all are talking about when y'all talk about you want a woman that works and, you know, I'm helping her with the dishes and I'm helping with the kids and I'm doing that and this, that, and the third. That's a partnership. That's a parallel. That's us moving cohesively. I think that when we come and have these conversations on panels, now we turn into, you know, macho man, and now people need to be subordinate and be all that. So I think that I don't think that the relationships need to change. I think the way we talk about these relationships need to change so we can actually teach our younger men and women how to be together. It feels like clickbait sometimes. It feels like we not really living the way we talking. So I just feel like we are way more in parallel, way more cohesion than we like to give reverence to. And that's what I'm about. I'm about us working together. Who's good with the bills? You do it. Who's good? We both are rearing these kids, but who's more patient? Oh, I'm more patient. I'll do the homework. You do the bath time. Things like that. Like that's how we don't overexert ourselves, right? Both of us working. That's how you could, as a man, you don't have to feel like all the weight of the bills is on you. Like y'all dying. From high blood pressure, heart attacks, all types, sodium, like Pepsi, all types of stuff is killing like our black men because, you know, you have too much on your shoulders. And, you know, we here because you hear us, independent women, we taking care of it too, and we asking for y'all.
I agree with you 100%. I believe that leadership should be both of the people. The woman and the man, because there's times where you're going to have to take the lead position. There's times when the man going to have to take lead position. You know what I'm saying? So when they say who should lead in the household, the grown-ups, the parents.
Thank you.
Parents should lead.
Thank you.
We're not going to always be in the house. You're going to spend 90% of the time or 75% with the child.
Exactly.
So therefore, that leaves you in the protective mode where you got to protect the children, protect the house. Yeah. We are on guard. We outside doing our thing.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I be saying. Like we're in a space where are these black women that have been dainty and in the house? Like, like even when you go back to like in the 60s and the 70s, and where are these women? Like,
right. What do you think is the root problem in the black family? What can be solved and what cannot seem to be solved?
So I think we are in a unique space in the black family, and I think that this is the reason where we have our breakdown. We are the first truly free generation. Civil rights, feminism hit, we got credit. Yeah, we do still deal with voter suppression, but like it's illegal, so we could do something about it now. But at the same time, we are the truly free ones that our ancestors was fighting for. And with all of these new freedoms, we have a space to create a new dynamic because it's needed. And I feel like that's what all these arguments is about, for creating this new dynamic between people. And I feel like when I hear men talk is, women and you're independent. Yeah, because we are able to, you know, cash checks now and have bank accounts now. So like, yes, the roles have changed, but it shouldn't change how we feel about each other. It shouldn't change how we communicate with each other. And that's,
you can move that over.
And that's where
that's just the cat.
Yeah, that's where the new conversations are happening between us as men and us as women, trying to figure it out, and understanding that the crack epidemic really harmed us. And like, I get it, I'm not old enough to be really, really a part of it, but at the same time, it was like, I am a generation that reaped the consequences of it. So we gotta be able to build each other, and we really need to go back to our ancient roots of it takes a village to raise a child. We really need to get out of this. I'm not a step parent. I'm not the aunties is going out to the club. Grandma's going out to the nah, man. We need to get back to children first, securing the children, because when the children are secure, the other part of that saying is the children burn down the village. When they're not secure, it takes a village to raise a child, but the child that doesn't feel the warmth burns the village down. And we see our children burning our villages down, and they're crying out for help, and we need to stop pointing at them and saying, look how bad they are, and start seeing them as a reflection of our leadership in the Black community.
Nice. What stands between us? Is it ourselves? Is it white society? Is it our relationships? Is it our leadership? Is it religion?
Ego, religion, are the two main things for me, what I've run into. The ego of needing to be in control of every single aspect instead of recognizing that this is a circular flow of ideas and actions and reactions. I think that within our community, we need to be in a space where we can critique in love, and not just critique, solve the issue. We can't just keep on leaving it at the critique. If we think this spiritual, I can't even go with the religion because I think it's personal, but if we think that this initiative, let's say we're trying to do an initiative for little Black boys and girls. If we think that, whoever brought it to the table could do it a little bit better, okay, great. You can say what you need to say, but also make sure you're making that initiative that you want to see. Stop just critiquing and not building the world that you want to see. And that's one of my main issues with critiques. And collaboration. Okay, you don't like this initiative, you don't like how it's being run, help me run it to the best of my abilities. And then when you set up your initiative, let me learn from you and you take the leadership role in that one. We can work together and everybody's needs can get met as long as we take out the ego of everybody needing to be in full control at all times.
Mm-hmm. What are the best plans to fix this, in your opinion?
Whew. Me and Suntan was talking about this. Self-work.
You and who?
Suntan. Me and Suntan was talking about this.
Shout out to Suntan.
Suntan, yes. Shout out to Ashe, because it was on his panel. He was talking about it.
It was on his show today, right?
Yes. Yeah, it dropped as soon as I got up there. I was getting the gist. Yeah, big shout out to my brother Ashe. Like, I watched that brother grow. And, we was growing on Bigo together. Like, I'm not even going to front like anything. But that is one of the bros. But I was telling him, in my perfect world, I would have, these men that are elders sit their men down and y'all will come up with, a 10-step program to how y'all want to run the community. And the women will do the same thing. And those elders will come together in a council and we will present our presentations to each other and we will figure out how to move forward. Like, in my perfect world, that's exactly how it would go. Where everybody can feel like they're heard. And in a space where everybody, and be clear, not everybody deserves a seat at that table trying to figure out what's going on at that community. You need to have a era of knowing yourself enough to know how to be in these spaces with these elders and be able to communicate. So you need to do a lot of self-work as well to even be able to sit at the table with these people. But yeah, I definitely see, you know, and it's only separated that way because I see how the communities have been broken down collectively and through how certain things that white men have done to the black men specifically that y'all need to heal from, and the white men have done to the black women specifically that we need to heal from. I think that we need to go back to having rites of passage for our boys. Another shout out to my brother Cosmic Sankofa. I know you know him too. That's another good brother of mine. Somewhere where we can create a space for balance in emotional understanding and communication and all of those things at early ages. Like we shouldn't be 30 figuring out how to come into a conversation. We should be. This is a message that needs to be started at childhood. This is something that needs to be implemented moving forward in the future. Just off the top of my head, like just those things.
Is there a plan? What about the Hebrew Israelites plan, the Christian plan, black plan, and the history?
Okay, so the Hebrew plan, I don't know if that would work for me. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I can't really talk of it. Just reading the Bible, I know that I don't want no parts. I'm going to go straight to the black plan because I think that encompasses everybody. Right. And if your Hebrew plan intrudes on my black plan, y'all need to revise y'all Hebrew plan. That's how I feel about that. But the black plan should be economic power. The black plan should be farming. The black plan should be creating separation from the white people and their systems. And what I mean by that, in a real way, by getting our agriculture together, by getting our water supply together, by getting all of the essential, like, can I get a black electric company, please? Please. Cable companies, like that's the things that I feel like is the next step in our black movements. Getting control of our media in a real way. Like, I have joked so many times that I was gonna make a news a news channel where we play white criminals all day, like just all day, and the same way they do to our black men and our black women, just show all of the crazy things that white people do all day, just to even the balance a little bit. Let's do something. So I think that our next steps is collectively moving forward in our economic stability, supporting our black farmers because they are dying out there. Please YouTube our black farmers. Getting connections with other countries like the Black Panthers was trying to do. We need to pick up that mantle and get back in contact with their contacts in Brazil, their contacts in Africa and Ghana and all of these places and start trade. What are we waiting for? That's where I'm at with it.
What irritates you the most listening to Hebrew Israelites?
What irritates me the most is their overwhelming need to make everybody a Hebrew when the book is a Levantine religion. Like, come on, people. The Euphrates. like Leah was in the Levant when she was having the 12 tribes of Israel. Like, why we keep on pretending that this is African? Because, Ethiopia was converted very early on in our history. Like, so I just be who you want to be, but stop trying to be that for me. That's what I would say for y'all. Realize that the 12 tribes of Israel, goes to that people. Y'all do not show me what haplogroup these tribes are in. Show me the DNA that y'all are, and then we can have conversations. Until we can bring it to an actual scientific conversation, I really don't know what we're talking about.
Do you think your debate opponent have a plan set up against you?
I think that my debate opponent is gonna try to lean very hard on the definition of the word and who created that word. I think that that's gonna be the crust of his.
What did people learn that day from you?
The fact that just because a word is invented doesn't mean the thing hasn't always been. Isaac Newton didn't create gravity. He didn't build it in his lab. He saw what was happening and gave it a name. And we need to understand that when we're moving forward into this debate, that just because the word feminism started with that person doesn't mean the action of, oh, hell no, nigga, hasn't been in the core of women since oppression has started. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay. Is there anything in closing that you would like to say?
In closing, I'd like to say thank you, Sa, for really doing this interview. Shout out to all my brothers, Cosmic, God Energy, Ashe, everybody that has been very instrumental to me moving forward. Fusion Design, he's another great brother that helped out. Rep is another great brother. Purple Diva, Balboa, my sis Tay, a whole bunch of people that I know that you're gonna see moving forward, because when I say it's not just me, I come with the movement. I'm not new to this. Like, I've been in these streets for a while now. So I want to thank all of y'all, and just hear me out before you decide that you don't like you talk to other feminists and give me that heat.
After King J, is there anybody else that you would like to?
I'm not gonna lie, King J actually took the debate from someone who is very loud on that panel. I'm sorry if I'm blanking on the brother's name. And Golo, I think his name was. He was very loud and adamant, and thought he knew the history. There was another brother that I felt like I would more want to have a conversation with. It was on your panel. He decided that I was hot-tempered and I didn't know the history and I wasn't of his caliber to talk to him, and I begged to effing differ. So I was just hoping, like, don't be afraid. Just have a conversation with me. I'm very nice.
You ever heard of this woman by the name of Divine something? She be on Bigo.
Yes, I have heard of
Divine. She called me yesterday.
Oh.
She spoke about how she be beating up Ashe.
Okay. Okay. To be honest, I'm gonna be as political as possible. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because I don't be messing with everybody. So what I will say is, she runs a panel. Mm-hmm. If she feels that she's been busting on Ashe, I don't necessarily feel the same. I think the brother Ashe has... Yeah, I think the brother Ashe has way too much information for that and the type of people that be, arguing in that space. And arguing and actually bringing information is not the same thing. Battering the conversation or just constantly over talking, that's not you winning. That's having a tantrum in my book. Okay. Kill me with your information. That's what and I don't think Bigo does that. with Ashe at all. I don't think that. That's my brother, and no, they don't.
All right, and with that, peace and black power. Thank you for coming.
Peace, peace.